All right, so we're moving on from factors and multiples to area and perimeter. So here is the title for the unit. It says, apply area and perimeter formulas for rectangles. The learning targets are: I can find area of rectangular figures with known side lengths. I can solve problems involving a fixed area and varying perimeters and a fixed perimeter and varying areas. Ava, put that up, please. I can apply the area and perimeter formula for rectangles in real world and mathematical problems. All right, so let's look at our focus on 9 traits of critical thinking. It says create. I use my knowledge and imagination to express new and innovative ideas. When you create, you think in new ways. When you create, you produce original or unique ideas, products, or solution methods. In this unit, you will work with area and perimeter of rectangles. What is something you might create that would require an understanding of area and perimeter? Write it down. Mm-hmm.
So do we make the shape then, right?
No, you're just stating. Read the question again to yourself, and then you're just writing the answer down.
One or the other?
Huh?
Can we write one or the other, or we write both?
You can do one or the other, that's fine.
Okay. What are we doing?
We are on page 211. We are looking at the first critical thinking question that says create, and we're answering that question in our book.
What was that?
Both of you. Gabby, we can hear you, baby. All right, let's look at the next one. Actually, let's answer that one. In this unit, you will work with area and perimeter of rectangles. What is something you might create that would require an understanding of area and perimeter? What's something you might create?
Something that you... Can I explain what I was saying?
Yep.
So let's say you have a square and you measure the square and all 4 sides, it's 4 inches. So 4 times as many sides as the square, and that's how much perimeter you have.
Right. But what's something you would create or build that would you would have to use area or perimeter? If I said I wanted to string lights around my classroom, I would have to know how much the perimeter or the outside of the classroom, how long it is, so I'll know how many lights I needed. What's another one?
You have to measure it.
We'd have to measure it, yes.
Make a fence.
All right, can make a fence. If you want a fence for a dog to be put in, you need to know how big of a fence, how much area you want to cover.
That one right there is like 60.
What else could you make that could use area or perimeter?
A house?
Maybe a house, building a house. Building a house, you need to know.
Amusement park, like amusement park.
Okay, an amusement park. You know how much area this one ride is going to take of the amusement park. You don't want it to take over the whole part of it.
Oh, I've been on a roller coaster that's been like around the entire park, so you gotta be.
Are you doing number 2? You shouldn't be doing number 2 yet.
That's super cool. Oh, why?
All right, next, reflect. I review my thoughts and experiences to guide my actions. When you reflect, you review your thoughts and actions. When you reflect in mathematics, you might evaluate strategies and solutions and consider how to improve your problem-solving processes. In this unit, you will find the area and perimeter of rectangles. How can you remember which formula to use for area and which formula to use for perimeter? Write it down.
What does it mean by formula?
Like how you would solve the equation you use to solve. I'll get it in a little bit. All right. It says, how can we remember which formula to use for area and which formula to use for perimeter?
For perimeter, you like add.
For perimeter, you're adding all the sides.
Yeah, and area you multiply.
And area you multiply. Very good. All right, we need to get a piece of paper out to write our vocabulary down for this section. Get a piece of paper out, please. I'll put some in. What, buddy? Yes, you can put your math book away. All right, the first word we're going to look up.
Oh, we're doing new vocabulary.
We're doing new vocabulary for this section.
It was actually really easy this time. So. Are we copying it or?
You're copying it. All right, the first word is area. Area. Area means the number of square units needed to cover a surface within gaps or overlaps. The number of square units needed to cover a surface without gaps or overlaps. Or overlaps.
So we're just gonna do all this for all of them, or we're just gonna do a few.
Everybody should be writing.
Oh, I'm done.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
So, an example. If I have a square or a rectangle that is 3 squares, well, let's do 4. 4 squares wide and 6 squares long. This is the square. This is what they're talking about when they say square units. The area is what's on the inside. Right here, area is what's on the inside. So this is a 4 by 6. So the area is 24 square units. So if it was 6 inches and 4 inches, it would be 24 square inches. So when you're doing area, you're going to have square inches. Your answer will have square. And Alex, have you written this down, buddy? All right, the next one is dimension. Dimension means measurement of a geometric shape in one direction. The measurement of a geometric shape in one direction. Geometric shape. I'm going to move my hand in a second. In one direction. So if I say, what is the dimensions of the box here, it would be a 6 by 4. So if I said that I have a square, and one dimension is 4 inches, then that is a dimension. It's the measurement of one direction. Spell direction very wrong. It is a 4 by 4. That's a dimension.
I can't see the
Sorry.
about it. Yeah, thank you.
The next one. Formula. Formula. A formula is a mathematical rule expressed in numbers and symbols. A mathematical rule expressed in numbers and symbols. So if I wanted to write an example of this would be the formula for area. Area equals the length times the width. That is a formula. The formula you use. Perimeter equals the length plus the length plus the width plus the width. Those are formulas you use to answer area and perimeter. Alex, you should be writing this, sir.
I can't write it when your hand's in the way half the time when I'm trying to write it.
Alex, last time I checked, I've moved my hand out of the way and everybody else is good at finding it. If you need me to slow down, you could just tell me nicely, Miss Piper, can you please slow down? But it's not a your hand's in the way kind of situation. That's just an excuse. You left the call.
He's got 90 cameras. He's got 90 cameras.
Sorry. All right, the next one. We ready? Wait a minute. The next one is length. Length is the distance from one end of an object to the other. Is the distance from one end to another. For example, I have a rectangle. This is my length. Right here. Length.
I wouldn't do that. Because this thing is weird. What time is it? I can't see. Miss Piper, what time does class end? In another hour. Wait, another hour? I thought a little less.
All right, next word. Next word, perimeter. I'm gonna fit it right down here. I'm pretty sure I got room. Perimeter. I'm aware. Don't worry about it. If she comes in, she comes in. If she doesn't, we just keep going. All right, perimeter. What is the perimeter of an object?
A perimeter of object is the outline.
The outside. So it's the distance around a closed figure. It's the distance around a closed figure. So the perimeter is the outside.
Our perimeter in first grade.
Great. Then you should be a professional at this.
Yep.
The perimeter is the outside of the perimeter is here. Area is on the inside. Area is on the inside, perimeter is on the outside.
Oh, so that's why you have to times.
No, that's why you add. And then when it's area, that's why you multiply.
So the whole space is area. The edges are perimeter.
What, baby?
The edges are perimeter. The whole space in the middle is area.
So if you look at the door,
That's how you.
the door hinge or the blue part is the perimeter. The actual door is the area.
Is this how you explain it to a 4-year-old?
And then our last one, just 1 minute.
That time is with grandma. What all?
All the words.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all did.
I'm 10 years young. You're not.
Alright.
Almost.
What in the world?
Last one.
Yay! Nope. Are you joking?
No. I'm not joking. Last one. Width.
Oh wait, Miss Piper, are you recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I just happened to record on something else because of,
It just on our thing it didn't show that you were recording.
yeah, I'm having to record a different way because
okay.
Google Meet doesn't let me record anymore. Is the measure of the distance across something from one side to the other. The measure or distance or distance. Don't worry about skipping a line. I didn't want to. Okay. Across
I did what you did backwards, like distance or measure.
something from one side to the other. From one side to the other. So, looking at my example, this is the width. Did I spell width? Yeah, I did. Width. Width. How wide something is, kind of like how, yeah. All right, and then we're gonna be on page 212 in our book.
Which one?
The only book we're doing right now. Math.
Two what?
I did, but I changed my mind. We got some time.
216?
Guys, welcome to school.
Is it 216?
212. I'm so sorry. All right, page 212.
I love math.
Me too. Bless you.
I would, but I don't have enough time.
Oh, sorry, you weren't done.
Oh wow, yeah, you don't.
I really don't. I don't have enough time.
You put 200 or 100?
212, please.
Wait, are we doing it or?
We're gonna look at it together.
212.
I think it said 212.
212.
Can I help you?
No. Okay, so like we do this, what is
212. 212.
What is that? Is that
212.
212?
All right. So let's look and let's explore this concept. 212. Let's explore the concept. It says, Tim walked around a tiled area in his kitchen. His foot was the same length as each tile. It says, how many footprints did Tim make walking around the tile?
Oh yeah, Miss Pfeiffer, I hope you know that those shoe marks are not the same size as the tile.
Well, for this problem, since it said that the tiles are the same size as the shoe, we're going to say the tiles are the same size as the shoe. They may not be perfect, but we're just going to say that it is. All right, so it says, how many footprints did Tim make walking around the tile? So we can either count them, yes, or we could say, all right, how many's on this side?
1,
Well,
4,
4 on this side. How many's on this side?
6, 24.
Is that how many he walked around?
No. It would be 10 times 10.
No.
No, it won't.
6 plus 6 plus 4.
Oh my.
It would be 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4. Now 6 and 4 make 10. It would be 10 plus 10. So how many did he walk around? How many footprints? Well, 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 8 is
20.
20 footprints. Now we could count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I was right.
21.
Not 21. You counted 5.
I was right.
Okay. But
Counted 1 twice.
you just said
When you say something and then you realize your mic's
it said 20 this one.
All right. Says, how many footprints did Tim make on each of the short sides? So right here.
4.
4. On each of the short sides.
Each of the long side.
It says, how many footprints did Tim make on each of the long sides? 6.
How many times did Tim walk around?
How many tiles did Tim walk around? Now, if he's talking about all of the tiles, we're talking about the area of it. All of the area. He walked around the whole area of it. So how many of them are there?
24.
There are 24 because we know that 6 times 4, or the length times the width, would give us the area. So 6 times 4 is 24. So he walked around 24 tiles. Now we could count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Or 6 rows of 4, which would be 24. It says, how many tiles are in each row? Now remember, row is up and down. Column, no. Row is side to side. Column is up and down.
6.
So how many's in a row? 6. How many's in a column?
4.
4. Think of a column as when you see at some people's houses, they have columns up. Those things holding the porch on, those are called columns. It says, which question represents the perimeter? Which question above represents the perimeter?
Number 1.
Number 1. Which question represents the area?
Number 2.
Nope.
No, number
4.
Number 4. Very good. Woo. I'm not sure we're ready for that yet.
You know it's the 16th.
What?
You know it's the 16th.
Today is the 5th. This is the 16th of October. because I forgot to change it this morning. All right, let's turn to page 214, please. 214. Please. All right.
Hey.
This is area is the number of square units that are needed to cover a region without gaps or overlaps. The area of a rectangle can be found by multiplying the length by the width. The length of this rectangle is 5 and the width is 3. To find the area, multiply 3 times 5 equals 15. So the area is 15 square units. It says a square is a special rectangle in which all the sides have the same length. The area of a square with a side length of s can be found by multiplying s times s, or this one is 3 times 3 because it is a 3 by 3 square. So the area is 9 square square
Then why is
length.
it 4 times 3?
What?
Then why is it 4 times 3?
Why isn't it 4 times 3?
Why is it?
It's not.
No, this one.
Oh, we're not there yet. That's perimeter.
Oh.
That's perimeter. We're not looking at that yet.
Oh, alright.
All right. Now, let's look at the perimeter. It says find perimeter. It says perimeter is the distance around a closed plane figure. The perimeter of a rectangle can be found by adding and measuring of the size length plus width plus length plus width, or 2 times length plus 2 times width. The length of this rectangle is 5 and the width is 3. To find the perimeter, you add 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, which equals 16. The perimeter is 16 units. Now, it is not square units because we're not talking about the whole square. We're only talking about the outside of it. Now, when they were saying the 2 times L plus 2 times W, that would be, it would be 2 times 5 because there's 2 sides that have 5. So it would be the 5 plus 5 here, plus 2 times 3, because there's 3 right here and there's 2 sides. That's what, so that would be 10 plus 6, which would give you 16. But we just do it as length plus width plus width. It's just easier. It says a square is a special rectangle in which all sides have the same length. The perimeter of a square can be found by multiplying 4 times s, or 4 times what the length is. So if the length is 3, 1, 2, 3, then you do 4 times 3, so the perimeter is 12.
I'm confused by that.
Instead of them saying 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, they knew that there are 4 sides in a square and all the sides are equal, so they said, and one side is 3, so they said 4 times 3. Instead of saying, because look, that's 4. Instead of doing repeated addition, they just did multiplication. But again, like I said, we're just going to do length plus width plus width. All right, we're still on page 214. It says use a figure to answer the question. What is the area? What is the perimeter? All right, so what is, well, we have to figure out the lengths and width of the dimensions of each one of these. So what is the length?
The length is
Huh?
We're on the bottom.
The length is the distance from here to here. So how many squares are there from here to here? There are 6.
Oh, you're talking about
6 square, we'll just say inches. All right, what is the width? It's from here to here. 2. Now, can I find my area? So how many of them cover the whole rectangle?
12.
12, because we did 6 times 2, because the length times the width would give me the area, and 6 times 2 gave me 12. Now it says, what is the perimeter? What is the perimeter of this? So my equation, my formula is length plus width plus width. So if I fill that in, I do 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2, which should equal your perimeter. So 6 plus 6 is? 6 plus 6 is 12. 2 plus 2 is? 4. 4 plus 12 equals? 16. So this would be 12 square inches, and this would just be 16 inches. All right, at this point we are going to stop. If you have any makeup work, it's due to me by 3 o'clock today.
Oh yeah.
I'll get that. So that goes for everybody. It's due to me today. Let's say.
Do I have to do the work that, like, when I wasn't, like, going to Tommy Resort, I have to do?
No,
Okay.
not from before you were enrolled here. So if you have makeup work, it needs to be done today. So you need to spend your time now working on it. Because if I do not get it, it will be a 0.
For specials too?
What?
For specials as well?
No. You'll be fine about special.
Okay.
Okay? All right.